We get asked questions here at BZ every single day from airsofters all across the world, whether it's on social media, via email, or right here on YouTube. So in this video, we're going to answer some of our most frequently asked questions, whether that be about BZ Tactical specifically, certain products, or about Airsoft as a whole. If you've got an Airsoft related question that we don't answer in this video, please leave it in a comment. We may even make a video about it in the future. Right, let's get started with question number one. This is a question we must get asked every single day. Where is BZ Tactical located, and can you shop online with BZ as well? Well, the answer is BZ Tactical is located in Teesside, which is in the northeast of England, about 45 minutes south of Newcastle. Yes, we do have a physical store. It's at the Teesside location. You can come visit it 6 days a week, Monday to Saturday. But if you're not anywhere close to Middlesbrough, or you don't fancy doing a nice long road trip up to us, then you can shop with us online, bztactical.co.uk. We ship all across the UK, free mainland UK delivery for orders £100 plus, and we also ship to select countries across the world. Now, one of the most commonly asked questions we get from new airsofters is, what rifle would we recommend? We get people asking, what rifle would you recommend for this style of play, or this style of gun, AEG versus gas blowback, or people will say, for this price, under a certain amount. Now, obviously for this question, we can't just give a broad answer that will meet everyone's needs. We did recently do a video review of some of our best value airsoft guns. Go watch that after this video if you're looking for a recommendation for something under £300. But myself and the rest of the BZ team are more than happy to discuss product recommendations on a one-to-one basis with all of our customers. So if you're looking for a specific gun, or you don't know what the best gun for your budget is or your requirements, please do drop us a message, drop us an email, info@bztactical.co.uk, and we'll give you the best options that are right for you in your budget. Another good resource is using groups like Facebook groups, Discord, Reddit, etc., and asking for other players' opinions on rifles that you're looking to buy, or accessories, any gear, airsoft gear. Use the community and their feedback to figure out what's right for you as well. Now, this is a question we must get asked at least once a week by new customers in our airsoft shop, is, do BZ sell electric airsoft pistols? And the answer is no. We have never and probably will never stock electric airsoft pistols. We only sell gas-powered pistols like this VFC 1911 Tactical Custom. The reason being that electric pistols just do not have the performance and consistency that a gas-powered pistol does. The batteries are too small. They just don't work as well as a gas pistol would, so we never recommend them. So if it's not something that we would recommend, then we're just not going to sell it. It's as simple as that. Of course, we sell electric-powered airsoft rifles all day, every day. They have better battery storage, they have better performance, they've got a better reputation. But when it comes to airsoft pistols, you're going to struggle to find any shop that really sells electric airsoft pistols, let alone one that will recommend them. Gas power all the way when it comes to your sidearms. Another very common question we get asked all the time on our phone lines from both airsofters and paintballers is, where can I get my air tank filled up? The answer is you can get these tanks filled up at airsoft and paintball shops like BZ. We fill them up here at our Teesside store. Please note, you have to come into the store to have that done. We can't ship any filled tanks out in the post. If you're not anywhere near BZ, contact any airsoft and paintball stores near you. See if they offer this up as a service. If not, if you're anywhere near the coast, you might have a dive shop somewhere near you. They will fill up the tank for you. Or you can travel to an airsoft or paintball site and they should be able to fill it up for you as well. Just in case you were wondering, this is one of the brand new HK Army Alpha Air carbon fiber tanks. They come in 10 different styles, and they are some of the lightest carbon fiber tanks that we've ever stocked. Also, they have the brand new UK standard markings on there. What that means is they're safe for use in the UK, and currently they're the only carbon fiber tanks for airsoft and paintball that have these brand new markings on. Now, if you're a content creator or you're part of an airsoft or speedsoft team, you might have already asked this question, or you might be wondering, do BZ Tactical offer sponsorships? And the answer is yes. If you meet certain criteria, we are willing to offer sponsorships to content creators and teams, whether that be a BZ sponsorship or a Rebel Precision sponsorship, if you want to shoot our BBs and use our batteries, etc. We don't just offer these out to everyone though, so if you want to apply for a sponsorship, you will have to send us an email, info@bztactical.co.uk. Just let us know what you're looking for from the sponsorship, details on anyone who's in your team, if you are part of a team, where you play, if you're playing in competitions, links to any of your socials or your YouTube page, stuff like that. Send us over your details and we will get back to you whether we can offer you a sponsorship or not. The question we get asked from big fat cheapskates all the time is, do BZ do discount codes? The answer is no, of course we don't. You're going to pay full price and you're going to like it. But by all means, if you're putting in a big order, you're looking to do a bulk buy on something, feel free to send us a message, send us an email. We'll see if we can offer anything extra on you for there, guys. One of the most commonly asked questions in Airsoft is, what is a UKARA / what is a valid defense? Here in the UK, in order to buy something like this, a realistic imitation firearm, you need to be at least 18 years old and you need to have what is known as a valid defense. This is basically proof to let airsoft retailers like BZ know that you're purchasing a realistic looking imitation firearm for the right reasons and not for naughty reasons. If you want to learn all about the laws regarding buying airsoft guns in the UK, please do watch the video linked in our description. We go over everything in detail, like what UKARA is, how you get a UKARA or another form of valid defense, and what forms of valid defense that we accept here at BZ Tactical, and what other forms of valid defense there are that other shops will take around the UK. In general, we do recommend that you get yourself a UKARA or another form of valid defense so that you're free to buy all of the airsoft replicas that you want without any legal limitations. Piggybacking on the last question, another thing we get asked all the time is, what counts as a two-tone gun? Now, if you're at least 18 years of age but you don't have any form of valid defense, you will have to purchase what is known as a two-tone rifle. This is an example here. This is the KWA E4 in the Midnight Blue limited edition. When it comes to airsoft guns, what we mean by two-tone is that at least 50% of the rifle or pistol is painted in non-military colours. Basically, as a general rule of thumb, if an airsoft gun's main colour is something that you would expect to see on a real firearm like black, tan, OD green or chrome, then it will not be counted as a two-tone gun. You will need a valid defense in order to purchase it. Also, if it does have some non-realistic colours on it, but they're only like small accents like the TM Gold Match high caliber pistols, then they don't count either. You will still need a UKARA or valid defense for those. It's only if the gun is at least 50% non-realistic colours. Common colours for two-tone guns are blues, reds, pinks and light greens. You can get airsoft guns that come pre-two-toned like this Midnight Mint E4, but most airsoft shops, including BZ, will offer an in-house two-tone service. That means that any gun we sell, we can two-tone it for you for a price. When you order from us online, you'll see a drop-down box where you can put in your UKARA number or your valid defense. If you don't have those, you select the third option down, which is the two-tone option. Select the colour that you'd like your gun painted in. We'll paint it for you before it comes out to you. Staying on the topic of two-tones, a question that we get asked all the time is, once you buy a two-tone gun, are you allowed to then paint it to then go back to its original colours? The answer is, legally, you're not allowed to do this. If you take a blue airsoft gun and you paint it black to make it look real again, then you would be, in effect, manufacturing a realistic imitation firearm, which is, of course, illegal. As of recording, nobody has ever been convicted of this, but we highly recommend that you don't do it. Get yourself a UKARA, get yourself a valid defense if you're looking for a realistic imitation firearm. If you wanted to buy something from BZ, but you found it for cheaper at another store, you might be wondering, do BZ do price matching? The answer is 9 times out of 10, we can offer price matching with other stores on most of the products we sell. There's just a few criteria that it has to meet. The first being, we can't offer price matching on anything we have up for pre-order. The second being, it has to be in stock with the other store as well. So if they're out of stock but they're cheaper, then sorry, we can't price match on it. Number 3, they have to be in the exact same colour. If a product comes in 3 different colours and they have one colour cheaper than BZ, but you want to get it in a different colour, say they've got it in green and we've got it in black, we can't price match on that. They have to have the exact same colour and the exact same product in order for us to price match. And finally, the store has to be located in the UK and selling it in Great British pounds in order for a price match. If you're running an airsoft site or an airsoft shop or even an airsoft tech business, then this one is for you. Do BZ Tactical offer trade discounts? The answer is a big fat yes. You may not realise this, but as well as being a retail store, BZ Tactical is one of the biggest airsoft suppliers in the UK, providing products to sites and shops all across the country. In fact, we supply most of the sites and shops across the UK. Rebel Precision alone is stocked in over 100 sites and shops, and that doesn't include all the sites and shops that we supply that don't decide to stock Rebel BBs as well. We are the UK distributor for brands like KWA, CTM TAC, Vega Force Company, Rebel Precision, and so much more. We offer trade pricing on everything that we sell here at BZ. If you're running a site and shop and you're not already buying from us, get in touch, info@bztactical.co.uk. On pretty much a daily basis here in our Teesside shop, we get new players coming in all the time, both young and old. For those younger players, we get asked all the time, how old do I have to be to start playing airsoft? When it comes to playing rental airsoft, most sites will allow you to play from around 12 or 13 years old. Of course, every site will have different rules and regulations, so please do check with the sites in your local area what is the youngest age that they will accommodate for. If you want to buy your own airsoft equipment, you have to be at least 18 years of age to purchase your own airsoft guns. And of course, if you want those guns to be realistic looking, you need to have a valid defense like a UKARA. As we mentioned earlier, go check out the full video for all the rules and regulations here in the UK. But please note that these rules only apply when purchasing airsoft guns from a retail environment. Once you've purchased your airsoft gun, you're free to gift that or sell it privately to whoever you want. So if an airsofter is under 18, they are able to use and own an airsoft gun, they just can't purchase themselves. Somebody who is at least 18 years of age has to purchase it for them. Most of the time, this will have to be a two-tone gun unless the adult purchasing it has their own form of valid defense. So as we touched on, BZ Tactical is located in the UK, but something we get asked from our international customers is where else do we deliver across the world? Now, unfortunately, due to things like Brexit and certain countries making their customs rules a lot stricter in the last few years, we can't ship to as many countries as we used to, but we can still ship to plenty of countries across the world in Europe, US and more. If you go on bztactical.co.uk, put something in your cart and go to checkout, you'll see a drop-down list with all the countries that we ship to. If you don't see a country listed in that drop-down, it may just be that we can't ship certain products to that country. But if you're looking to buy something specific and you want it shipped from BZ, send us an email, info@bztactical.co.uk. Let us know where you live and what you're trying to buy, and we'll see if we can ship it to you. This is probably the most important question that we'll cover in this video, and that's what eye protection should I buy? Which eye protection is safe to use? Now, common misconception is that good, safe eye protection can also be cheap. Now, unfortunately, we see this all the time. Sites like Temu and AliExpress advertise products as being safe for use in paintball and airsoft. So players will go to them, buy their masks and glasses, think they're safe to use, and they're a lot cheaper compared to some of the brands that we have here in the UK, when in fact these items have no safety ratings whatsoever, and they'll just shatter at the moment that anything impacts with them. We actually bought a mask from Temu ourselves that was listed as being safe for airsoft. We took one shot to it and it instantly cracked. The BB went straight through the lens in one shot. If you happen to be wearing them, they go in your eye and cause permanent damage. We've heard stories of people turning up to paintball and airsoft games wearing these cheap, non-safety rated eye protection, and luckily most good marshals will be able to spot them, and they'll actually do a test in front of you to show you how unsafe these are. At Battlezone Paintball in Yarm, just down the road from us, we had this quite recently, earlier this year. Someone turned up with the exact same mask that we had bought from Temu and done a test on. The head marshal spotted it, wanted to prove to the customer how unsafe this mask was, so he took it, put it on the firing range, shot one paintball at it, and the mask disintegrated immediately. Obviously, you don't want that to happen to something that's meant to be protecting your face, but you don't have to spend over the odds in order to find something safe to wear. As a general rule, if it's being sold by a reputable airsoft shop like BZ Tactical, then you know it'll be safe for use. But being safe doesn't mean you have to pay over the odds. Airsoft eye protection in the UK starts from around just £10, and they're going to be all perfectly safe to wear as long as you're purchasing from a reputable store like these Bolly glasses. These are going to cost you, I think, £12 here at BZ, and completely safe to use, safety rated. You won't have any worries wearing these all day in an airsoft game. If you're unsure if a product is safety rated, check the product descriptions. It should have the safety rating in there. You can always contact the store for more information. Something to keep in mind though, when you're purchasing your own airsoft eye protection, is that the lenses may be safety rated, but that doesn't automatically mean that the frames are safety rated as well. If you choose eye protection that don't have safety rated frames as well as the lenses, it means if a BB hits you in the frame, it's much more likely that the frame itself will shatter on impact, and that means that if the frame's broken, then the eye protection aren't safe to wear as well, and you will have to stop playing. So do your research, maybe pay that little bit extra to make sure that you have safety rated frames. But in general, as long as you're buying from a reputable shop, the eye protection that you buy should be safe to use. Is your airsoft gun broken or in need of some upgrades? Well, you might be interested in the answer to this question. Do BZ do tech work? Of course we do. We have a tech centre located at the back of our Teesside shop. It's open at least 5 days a week for repairs and upgrades. We have a couple of airsoft and paintball techs here at BZ, our main one being James, who you may have seen in past videos. If you're looking to have your airsoft or paintball gun repaired, or you just want a bit of maintenance, or you're looking to fit an upgrade, something like a MOSFET or something like that, then please do get in touch. info@bztactical.co.uk. Let us know what you want. Let us know if you're providing the parts or you need us to provide the parts for you. We'll give you a price and we'll also give you a time frame as well. This is one that we see regularly from players in Facebook groups, Discord chats, Reddit, etc. is, should I buy from this particular airsoft store? Now this is a hard one for us to answer here at BZ. We can say that for our own shop, we have more verified positive reviews than any other airsoft shop in the UK. We beat our second closest competitor by about 2,000 verified reviews. We've got a 4.85 rating on reviews.io for customer satisfaction, so you know that we give great service. You can buy from BZ in confidence. As for other shops around the UK and across the world, best thing to do is to ask other players on these social media platforms, see what their experiences with the shops are. We will actually recommend other shops across the UK that we supply to and who we know offer great service and great products. So if you wanted to know what the best airsoft shops in your local area are, or you're looking for something that BZ doesn't stock and you want to know where to buy it from, please do feel free to get in touch. Happily give you advice anytime we can. Now, a pretty common one, if you've never played airsoft before, you might be wondering, how did you get into airsoft? Most people get into airsoft just by playing with a friend who's already started playing airsoft, or you might go down together and try it for the first time together. But if you don't know anyone else who plays airsoft or wants to play airsoft, then don't let that put you off. You can start it as a solo player as well. The airsoft community is a pretty friendly one. We're always willing to give out advice to new players. So our advice would be to research airsoft sites in your local area and see what rental airsoft packages they do. We always recommend trying rental airsoft first before you buy your own equipment. This way you can see if you enjoy airsoft. It also means that if you do enjoy it and you play regularly, then you can get yourself a UKARA or another form of valid defense. So you can buy your own stuff, but buy it in realistic colors and don't have to be restricted to two-tone. If you don't know any other airsoft enthusiasts, don't let that put you off. Get yourself booked on a rental package at your local site. Go down, just start playing on your own, and soon enough you'll be interacting with other players and you'll build up your own little community. Alternatively, you can get into it by joining airsoft groups on things like Facebook, Reddit or Discord. Just asking those, does anyone play at this specific site that you're thinking of going to? 9 times out of 10 there'll be a player on there who's willing to meet up and go there with you and show you the ropes a little bit and get you into this great sport of airsoft. And then soon enough you'll be giving BZ all of your monies.
Money can be exchanged for goods and services.
If you've never played airsoft before, you're guaranteed you want to know this question. Does airsoft hurt more than paintball does? Now this answer might annoy some airsofters, but the answer is no. Paintball definitely does hurt more. It doesn't matter what weight of BB you're using, it doesn't matter how close the range is, paintball is going to hurt more every time. But that isn't to say that airsoft is completely painless. You will end up with a few little bruises and a few little stings. But it's fun. When you're purchasing an airsoft gun for the first time, you might want to know, does the gun come with a battery? 99% of the time, airsoft guns won't be packaged with a battery or charger included. The only ones that we sell that do come with those are the Lance Tactical Combo Series. These are designed for beginner players. It's not something we'd recommend for more experienced players or people who are looking to upgrade the guns to get the best performance possible. These are more for people who just want to get out and play an airsoft in the quickest and cheapest way possible, and they come with a battery and charger included. Again, if you're looking to play airsoft on more of a regular basis, this isn't something we'd really recommend, and we definitely wouldn't recommend using these types of chargers. Recommend getting yourself a good quality charger like the Rebel Precision RBC01 that we covered recently in a video. Another super common question for new players is, what weight of BB should I use? Airsoft BBs come in all different weights, starting from 0.2 grams. As a general rule of thumb, if you're playing indoor, 0.25 is the max that you really want to go. Most sites, indoor sites, will have a limit of 0.25 gram BBs. If you're playing outdoors, the lowest weight that we'd recommend you use is 0.25 grams. The most popular weight is usually 0.28 grams. Most good quality AEGs will be able to lift these out of the box. When it comes to finding out what weight is right for you, it all depends on the gun. We'd recommend just trial and error, trying it and hopping it on certain weights, see what works best with your gun, see what you get the best performance out of. If you're playing outdoors in the UK, the optimum weight of BB is 0.32 to 0.36. That's not to say that every rifle can handle these, especially straight out of the box with no upgrades. But if you've got a rifle that can handle 0.32s to 0.36s, this is the weight that you'll get the best performance out of them on. Again, it's all about trial and error. If you've got any questions, let us know what gun you have, if you've got any upgrades, and we'll try and recommend a BB that's right for you. Sticking on the topic of BBs, are biodegradable BBs bad? Now, as the owners of Rebel Precision, and given the fact that we've traveled out to Taiwan in person to learn all about the BB manufacturing process, we know a thing or two about BIO BBs. We see a lot of people putting them down, saying they would never shoot BIO BBs. But the truth is, as long as you buy from a good quality brand like Rebel Precision and you store them correctly, BIO BBs are perfectly fine to use. Some sites do require you to use BIO BBs. Do not let that put you off playing at these sites, because you'll still have a great time. You'll still get a great performance as long as you choose a good quality BIO BB and you store them correctly. Keep them in an enclosed container. Don't leave them out in the open. Don't leave them in direct sunlight. But if you play at a site that doesn't have those restrictions, it's up to you whether you use BIO BBs or not. Again, as long as you buy from a good quality brand and they're stored correctly, BIO BBs will give you about the same performance as standard BBs will. Now, as much as some players like to talk bad about BIO BBs, we're going to let you in on a little secret here, something that we've learned in our time manufacturing Rebel Precision BBs. Depending on what brand you use and what weight you use, there is a chance that you might be shooting BIO BBs without even knowing it. Here's a question that we answered in quite a recent video, is how long should I charge my airsoft batteries for? As a general rule of thumb, you shouldn't need to charge an airsoft battery for more than an hour. Don't leave them charging unattended. Don't leave them charging for more than an hour. Unplug them after an hour. They should be completely fine. For full information on charging batteries and the safety aspects of charging batteries, please check out our recent video. There's a link in our description. Another common question that we get asked is, what does hop up mean? Hop up is a system inside an airsoft gun that adds backspin to your BBs. This is what allows the BBs to stay level as it's firing out of the gun. It's essentially like adding backspin when you kick a football. The spin is what creates lift and creates longer, more consistent shots. If you don't apply enough hop, then your BBs will just go straight down. But if they apply too much hop, then they'll be going straight up in the sky. This is what we mean by hopping an airsoft gun to the weight that you're shooting. You need to get the hop level right so that when you're shooting straight and consistent. Different weight of BBs require different levels of hop, and not every gun is going to be able to handle the different BB weights. If you find that your gun isn't firing straight, consistent shots on the weight that you want, then all you'll need to do is replace the hop chamber, or you might even just need to replace the hop rubber. You'll be surprised how many guns are improved by just replacing this little bit of rubber to help add that backspin, to help lift those BBs. And that's it. We covered a fair few questions in this video, but if we still haven't answered the question that you are dying to ask, please leave it in the comments and we'll reply to you. We may even make a full video about it. But finally, I've got a question for you. Are you subscribed to BZ Tactical? In the past month, we found that over 90% of our viewers are not subscribed to us. So remember to like this video, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss future airsoft videos, and shop online at bztactical.co.uk. What do you want to see from BZ next? Let us know in the comment and go check out our most recent video.